Howdy from No Dowdy. It's Christmas. Is anyone going to join me? Is it too late in the day? Was I too lazy? I slept most of the day. Just saying. The dogs are back. How was everyone's Christmas? No major family fights, I hope. No mud wrestling. Why, hello, Matthew. Hello, Search Index. Why, thank you, James. British Columbia? Whoa. Merry Christmas, guys. I hope you guys had a really good holiday. The dogs are outside being menaces, getting nice and dirty. I should really show you the downstairs. It's disgusting. Merry Christmas, you guys. I'm glad you guys are joining. Wasn't sure anyone was going to join on Christmas. I figured waiting later in the day might be better. Kind of get all the Christmas things out. It's not even mud season yet. Isn't that the truth? So the snow that we had this morning already melted. So it's back to mud, unfortunately. I'm kind of looking forward to walking around in the snow for longer than an hour. So what are you guys doing? Just chilling for the rest of the day like me? I watched A Wonderful Life last night. That was the first time I've ever actually seen the whole thing. Are you warm? Yeah, I'm very warm. I just turned off the little propane heater. Let's see what the temperature says. 60 degrees. And that's upstairs. That's not even downstairs. So it's a little colder upstairs because it takes a minute for the heat to kind of squeeze through the little part that I have open. But yeah, it's cold outside, but it's not really bad inside. You wish it was cold? I don't mind the cold as long as I'm inside where it's not cold. Chilling. Little guy is sick, so we're just hanging with him on the sofa. Aw, sick babies. I support. Too bad. Merry Christmas, you guys. I love you. If you look at David Lee Roth on his current tour, he looks exactly like Snow Miser from the holiday special. And I haven't heard about David Lee Roth in quite some time. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say. That's why I don't go live. What do you say? I say it all in my videos. I met in Oklahoma. It's not cold here. I wish it was cold. I did enjoy the snow for a little while. I mean, that was fun. I haven't had a white Christmas since I lived in Nashville. So that was 2007 to 2011 is when I lived out there. When is monsoons coming? I actually have no idea. Not to sound dumb or anything, but does California get monsoons? Because I don't think I've ever heard of a monsoon in California, maybe down south. I don't know. But I mean, like, we're constantly in a drought. So I don't know. You tell me. When's monsoon season? Do you think you will get flooded out? I think this year we won't. As long as the weather keeps kind of the way it is right now, I think we'll be okay. But it seems to the weather seems to do like this year, the winter's not going to be that bad. And then next year it's going to be horrific and, kind of flip flops like that. So, but if it's horrific next year, at least I have time to kind of build up and do things that I couldn't have done before, moving in. Where did you live in Washington? Did I tell you I lived in Washington? I don't remember telling you that I lived in Washington. I did live in Washington, though. Puyallup, because I was stationed at Fort Lewis. But I loved the Puyallup area. I almost moved back to Puyallup instead of Sacramento because I got a divorce in Nashville in 2011, and then that's why I left Nashville and I came back to Sacramento, kind of my hometown, to restart everything. But I really considered moving back to Washington. Oh yeah, cars are still stuck, and it's not helping any now that the snow has melted. It's just like stuck in a puddle at this point. But the fire department is talking about bringing over plywood and car jacks and fixing it all for me. They know what to do. Well, thanks, Southern Dave. I appreciate you. I'm 62 and I just finished dinner and Christmas here in Rica. We got thunder, lightning, and lots of rain. What about your son? Where does he work? We are currently mad at my son. We are not talking about my son right now because my son is the reason my car is stuck in the mud. Hence the reason we got into a wrestling match. Okay? Super mad. I told him that night, please move my car to the edge of the road so we don't get stuck. Did he do it? No, he didn't do it. He's like, it'll be fine. You're making such a big deal out of nothing. So in the morning, guess what? Tried to get out, car gets stuck. Yeah, ended up in a wrestling match over that because I was livid. Yeah, we definitely got some wind going on over here. We've had some gusts that have sound pretty gnarly. You know what? It didn't help either that I needed to go get cigarettes and then the car got stuck and then we ended up in the mud wrestling match, right? Like it was just one of those days of like irritability at the max. But I'm okay now. I'm actually like, think I might not actually go back to smoking. I can breathe. Look, I can breathe. I haven't had any asthma problems whatsoever. Child abuse? What's child abuse? Me wrestling my 25-year-old son in the mud? Is that child abuse? Oh, well. He's lucky I didn't punch him in his frickin' face. That's what he's lucky, because I wanted to, but I didn't. How do the chickens? Well, the chickens died. I'm going to get more, though, in spring. That's mom abuse. That's right. That's parent abuse. He's abusing me. Thanks. Sounds like my daughter, because when I try to prevent her from a bad situation like weather or something else, she doesn't. No, he does not listen. So seriously, he was going to walk over to help me get the car unstuck, and he has just tennis shoes on, right? So I was like, hey, you're going to want to put mud boots on. You're going to get stuck. Your shoe's going to get stuck in the mud. No, it'll be fine. Again, doesn't listen. Doesn't listen. He must know everything, right? Walks over to the car, gets his shoe stuck, doesn't even have socks on, gets his foot stuck in the mud. Now his foot is full of mud and he's like cursing and screaming and just like miserably mad. And I'm like, probably should have just put some mud boots on like I told you to. Ah, kids. Back in the day, that dog, yeah, I totally should have given him a. Oh, I'm still irritated, by the way, if you can't tell. Still highly irritated. And because I'm such a good person, I am trying not to put it on the comments that it was technically my son who did not listen and got the car stuck, because I don't want people coming after him. You can come after me all you want. But I need to vent. I need to vent. I feel better. Thank you. It's Christmas. Can mom not badmouth son for just today? Anyhow, I'll take off everyone. Blessings. Yeah, please go. Because you know what? I'm going to vent. It's my life. You don't want to hear it? See you. Bye. Bye. Let air out of the tires. Yeah, I haven't tried that yet. I haven't really messed with it since we got stuck. I mean, I was literally in there with my hands digging mud out. The mud is at least 6 to 8 inches deep. It just sucks you right in. It's like quicksand. It will just not let go of you. So this is going to be a tricky little fix. Kick his butt, then kick him out. Agreed. Agreed. I fed and cleaned stalls for my mom. She's 83 and still hides horses. Oh, my boys have done some crazy stuff, but I love them. Yes, I mean, I love him. He's my kid. Of course, I love him. I'm allowed to be irritated at him. I'm allowed to be mad at him. I'm allowed to be annoyed with him, even if it is Christmas. It just made me feel so much better. You know what? That might be the cigarettes talking. That might be the irritability coming in. I don't know. I don't care. Hello, hello. Merry Christmas, No Doubty Homestead. Hello from Michigan. Thank you for your service. Aw, you guys are awesome. Am I kicked out now? Why is my comment not posting? No, you're here, Melissa. You can stay. You can hang. Yes, just because you vent doesn't mean you don't love somebody. I think it actually means you have to love somebody if you vent, because they wouldn't irritate you and upset you if you didn't love them. If it was just some random person, I'd be like, whatever, right? But because I love him, he irritates me. She can't deal with my pot use 40 plus years. I don't really know what that means, but that's okay. So cool you're doing a live. Hello there. Thank you for sharing your journey. Well, thanks for coming along for the journey. I'm really surprised you guys are into it. Like, I didn't expect, I don't know, people to be interested or care. I mean, especially because, like, the videos are just of me walking around. It's not like, I don't know. But you guys are awesome. Do you have snow? We have snow this morning, but the sun came out, so it melted everything. And now it's just back to a big mud puddle again. But it's supposed to, I think, snow tonight. Let's see. It says around 7 o'clock more snow, 7 till about 2. So I don't know. Nikki and Steve live, I'd say, 20 minutes up north. And when I was getting snow this morning, they were just getting rain. So I haven't reached out to see if they eventually got the snow or not. Oh, I want to see your she shed. Give me some ideas. Send snow over here, please. Yeah. My life, my way. Amen. I thought I heard Northern California was going to get lots of snow. You know what? I feel like I'm in this really weird pocket of Northern California. I don't know if I'm just getting lucky this year or what's going on, but it seems like all the bad weather is going all the way around me. It does not seem to be hitting my little area, at least for now. So I have no idea what's going on. I keep checking the radar and keep showing me that it's about to be ugly and chaotic, and then we don't really get anything. So I have no idea what's going on. Southern California is getting pounded more than Northern California, which is weird to me. I'm 2 hours from you and the snow just started this minute. Power out yesterday and today it's back on. Ugh. Are you in the attic and bedroom? I love watching your journey. Yeah, I'm in my little attic bedroom thing. Oh, look. This is what my mom got me for Christmas birthday. Army mug. And cranberry mandarin spice candle. It smells good. So that was kind of cool. I wasn't expecting anything. A nice little surprise. Yours is coming Friday. Yeah, I think we're supposed to be getting, I mean, it's supposed to be like 8 degrees this weekend. So that's the coldest weather I've ever experienced. I mean, it snowed in Iraq, but I don't know. I feel like Iraq was a little different because we had, like, if my car got stuck, I would just call the wrecker crew. And the wrecker crew would just come pull the vehicle out, right? If you got sick or injured, you would just go to the medics and the medics would take care of you. So here we don't really have that. Like here, you still have to have civilians and be able to go places. So if I got injured or hurt right now, we would be stuck. And so that's really the scary part. Happy birthday. Thank you. I'm in SoCal. Rain's about to start up again in a couple hours. Oh man, I've been watching some of the news online on YouTube, and it looks like it's pouring down there and some bad floods. When I lived in Nashville in 2010, they had a massive flood that just took out roads. Like, you know, those trailers that the high schools have because they've run out of room and they have a trailer that you can do a class in. One of those trailers was floating down the river or floating down the freeway because the freeway turned into a river. I mean, it was crazy town. I'm going through similar independent woman trying to live without basics infrastructure my whole life. Feels held together with duct tape. No guts to go on YouTube. Girl, duct tape works, okay? Duct tape has got to be a girl's best friend. It's okay. You can do it. You got this. If I got this, you got this. And definitely do YouTube. And so I'll tell you real quickly though, the first month of YouTube, I got monetized, I think, October 24th. So that first month of October, it was $467 from YouTube. And then November came around and it was $1,837 or something like that for the month of November. And so far, December, I think I'm at like 1,100. I hear though that with monetization, the November and December months are a lot higher because all of the companies are running ads for holidays. So in January, I'm kind of expecting it to maybe go back down to hopefully $500 a month. I don't know. I mean, this is all brand new to me. How I have no clue whatsoever. But let me tell you what I did with the 1,800 that I just got for November because you don't get paid until the 21st of the following month. So December 21st, I got the November 1,800. So 500 went to my best friend because 400 had to pay for the tires that I got and then 100 for her Christmas present. And then I sent my mom $500 to pay off some of the credit card debt because if you remember when we first moved down here and we got the Starlink, we had to put Starlink on her credit card. So I wanted to pay her back a little bit for that. So $1,000 right off the bat just went to bills. So it leaves me with about $700 left after all is said and done that I can put towards building supplies or, you know, making life a little better out here. I'm not sure what to do with it yet. So if you have suggestions, please let me know. Definitely some sort of sand, though. Merry Christmas from Texas. Been watching your channel nonstop since last Sunday. Besides the convenience of city life, is it becoming a bit better financially? You know, the only reason it's becoming a bit better financially is because of YouTube. It would have been a major struggle if we were just out here with my income, which is 80% VA disability, so about $2,000 a month, and $1,500 for my mom. And if we were just living off of $3,500 a month, I would not be paying $1,000 a month for the seller finance land. I would have asked them to let me, you know, pay like $250 a month instead. So that would have helped. But yeah, I mean, I feel like it's getting better. Like I feel like, you know, with the car stuck, we didn't have to go to the store to get propane. We don't have to go get food. We don't have to go get water. So we're good for a few days. I mean, it's nothing major. I would like to have just extra money so I can build things and kind of move the homestead along. But, you know, that's what the YouTube's for. The YouTube has really been helping make this possible, or at least possible so it's not as horrible. May God bless you. I need a lot of help, so I was in the military myself. I send you my respect. Well, hello, battle buddy. So being more efficient on YouTube, your financial situation is getting a bit better. That's amazing. God bless you. Well, God bless you. Let's brainstorm. How can we make mud useful? Seriously, can we sell the mud to the spa companies and be like, look, I've got all this volcanic kind of minerals in this mud that you can't get anywhere else. This is some good California classy mud over here. I've been thinking one of my get rich quick plans is going to work. One of them. I just need one of them to work. Are you going to try and grow a garden out there in spring? Actually, yes, definitely. Um, I have someone that sent me an email about, sending me something free to do a video. And it's like an indoor grow kit, something that I could fit indoors and just grow like 18 different little pods out of. And it has like a little grow light. So I'm excited to try that and see how that works and see if I can get some seeds started so that I can plant them in spring outside. I love watching Frugal Off Grid, and I love how he did like an underground garden. That would be super awesome. I don't want to dig though. I'm gonna have to like buy like an excavator because that's a lot of digging. Mud houses. Yeah, I've been thinking about slinging the mud onto the hay and kind of doing something like that. But man, I don't know. 6,800 feet off grid. Woo, that's high. Can you make clay with your mud? You know what's funny is when I lived in Sacramento, I experimented with making clay out of mud. I don't know why. Just one of those things that I was like, this is what I'm going to learn today. And I just made a huge mess. Like I had my blender out and I was blending dirt and mud together, and then I was straining it, and then it just didn't work. I just wasn't good at it. Maybe potatoes would grow when you start your garden. Oh, I love potatoes. Kitty litter made from clay. What? You can do that. I have sagebrush. I don't think it's the same as the sage that people use with smudge sticks. I'm not really sure. But there's got to be a use for the mud, and there's got to be a use for the sagebrush, people. We need to brainstorm. What are we going to do? We need to become rich, and I will share it with you guys. Mud sculptures. I am not that talented. No. I'll send you the mud if you want to make a sculpture, though. Can you imagine getting a thing of mud in the mail? Are you in a flood zone? I am definitely in a flood zone. And I definitely knew I was in a flood zone prior to purchasing. Have you thought of online business, even like marketing or advertising, asking questions? Because I've been out a thinker about this for a few years. So my background has always been marketing. So let's go back a little bit. My youngest daughter, was having some trouble in school around third grade. She was falling behind. So I had to quit my corporate job. I was teaching college and elementary schools. And so I quit that so I could stay home with her and give her the homeschool education. And then I just started doing freelance work for marketing. And that's what I've been doing ever since. I just never went back to corporate world. And it pays the bills. I mean, I would, it's easy enough to find clients and market their business and do all of that stuff. The problem is it's just very daunting. Like, so let's say, for instance, you hire me to market your business. I'll tell you exactly what you need to do. And then what ends up happening is the client, you, will come back to me and be like, no, don't do that. No, I don't want that. No, that's horrible. No, we're not. Well, then what do you want me to do? Like, I'm telling you what to do. I'm telling you how to market, but you don't want to do it. You want to do your marketing? Then don't hire me. Go do your own marketing. And then when it doesn't work, come back and hire me. So I just get irritated, when people are like, they hire you and then they don't listen to you. Then why hire me? I'll just market my own stuff, make my own money instead of make you money. But what's funny is most of my clients have become long-term friends, like my Apex Land people. If you go to their website, the people that I bought the land from, I built their website. I did their marketing. Fantastic people. We still keep in touch all the time. But for the most part, they end up being long-term friends of mine. Make mud bricks with sagebrush. Now that might be interesting. Not a flood zone, lakefront property. Exactly. Thank you. Like, it's beautiful. Who wouldn't want to wake up and look at a lake right in their front yard? Only thing is, we're a family of 11, so convincing of modern life to go off grid is going to be a huge change. Yeah. Yeah, I told my aunt, I told all my kids they could come with me and put a shed down and have an acre and build life, but um, two of them didn't want to. Well, technically, all three of them didn't want to. My son came because he had to. He had no choice. But the other two girls, they're just like, nah, that's not going to happen. But they're also like building careers and in the middle of like, careers and everything. And I'm in the middle of retirement. So we're just at a different point in our lives. Hopefully, one day my girls will come down. Wood stove, yes. Someone from Chico, hello. Someone sent me a wood stove off my Amazon wish list. Thank you so much. I cannot believe that. I have not gotten it yet. I can't go to the post office because my car is stuck. But I did tell Chris from Chris and Brooke about the wood stove, and he said he would help me install it into my mom's shed. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how big of a difference that makes. Outdoor pizza kiln built of mud. See, now we're getting someplace. Now we're talking, right? Now I like these ideas. Oh, who is that? John McDonald. I can't read that out loud, but that was funny. Hi from Camptonville. I have a construction background. Well, that's good. Help me. I don't have a construction background. I need a construction background. Hi from the Trinities. We'll keep it up. I know there's many negative Nancys. There's so many, like, I must hit like a nerve with some people. I don't know why or what it is. Is this normal that there's that many trolls in people's comments? Like, but for the most part, they crack me up. There was one person, Simply Miserable or something like that, who was going off on me the other day about being a scammer and taking advantage of the American people. And I'm like, if you just used a little common sense and realized I was in the military, volunteered to go to war and to defend your life, then I come home and try to scam the same people that I just went to war to fight for. Like, common sense, people, common sense. No? No? Okay. Well, that's all right. There's one person that really hit a nerve. Keep going. You're doing it all on your own time. Happy birthday. Thank you. That subscriber is vicious. Some people are just looking for faults. That person was so rude. It really just cracked me up because I'm like, I don't know what it is I have done to make you get this feeling about me, but hey, a lot of times I think those people have been harmed by someone else in their life and they're just kind of taking it out on me. And that's okay. My response to this person is more of I'm really sorry that that's been your experience in life, but you can trust me. I'm not here to scam anybody. Nope. People do need to mind their own business, except for the nice people. You nice people, you can interject yourself anytime you want. The rude people need to mind their own business. Merry Christmas, happy birthday. Thank you, you guys. Hello, my friend. In a couple of years older, 1978, but from Sacramento, and been catching up on your videos this week. I'm following. Well, thanks, Benny. How's Sacramento doing? I lived in Sacramento in the 90s. Will you consider horses or other animals for transportation? You know what? I never really thought about horses for transportation. That could be an option, but I don't want to ride a horse in the middle of winter to go get my mail. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I'm not a horseback rider. My sister is the horse lover. She has horses. She does all of that. That is not my thing. I'm just like a dog lover. Is there a good realtor in your area that sells raw land? I actually have no idea. Um, I would suggest calling Apex Land, Scott and Greg with Apex Land. If you go to them, they are more than happy to purchase a property for you. And then, like, let's say you found a property that you can't afford, but you really wanted it. So you would tell Greg and Scott, hey, like, there's this property I want. They would purchase the property for you, and then you could just do seller finance with them. That was one of the things that me and them had talked about, was because all of their properties right now are in Alturas, and I did not want to live in Alturas. And so I just kept looking around and looking around for properties that they might be able to purchase for me, so that I can repay them back. So that might be an option. If you were able to do it again, would you consider land in Arizona, Colorado? Oh, absolutely not. No, California is my place. Absolutely never leaving California. I despise the government. It is the worst government we've ever had. I cannot stand all the rules and the regulations and the fines and the all of the things California has going on is absolutely horrible. But the weather, I love the weather. I love the weather out here. I cannot do the heat in Arizona. I cannot do it. I don't know if I have that kind of sagebrush to sell. I need to look more into it. I just haven't like taken a picture and tried to scan it or anything. A sheep ranch. Well, that would be interesting. I don't know what to do with a sheep ranch though. Do you just sell their fur? I don't know. Only sheet foam for insulation, please. Yeah, these foam boards, fantastic. I will never buy anything else. I mean, that was definitely the way to go. I agree. Cali is for the birds, literally. Yeah, I mean, Cali's crazy. It is definitely crazy, but I mean, at least living when you live in Sacramento, you can drive an hour and a half to the snow north, or you can drive an hour and a half the other direction and get to the ocean. So I really like being kind of like in the middle of wherever you want to go. Moving up north, California has been a little bit different with the weather and the wind, but yeah, I still love California. It's going to take quite a bit for me to move out of California. Now, I do want to get property or land in Kentucky because my best friend wants to get land in Kentucky because her son lives in Kentucky. So I loved back east. I loved Tennessee, minus the humidity. I would have stayed there in a heartbeat if my ex husband wasn't a poop head. I said it. He's a poop head. Hmm. Um, California is beautiful. Just get a bad rep. I'm in Central Valley, 5 hours away from you. I don't know how the roads are. I'm wondering what Reno and Tahoe and Donner Pass kind of look like. I heard that they have chain control going on. There's supposed to be between 1 and 6 inches of snow dropping over the next 24 to 48 hours. I have no idea. I'm just going to be over here hiding. Yes, I am about 5,300 elevation. Currently in California, might want to move to Alabama. Nope. Alabama has that whole humidity thing going on. I'm not doing it. So after watching you, I was thinking to get a piece of land, 15,000. Can you farm your land? I would assume I could farm my land. There's plenty of others down the street that are farming and doing things. Do I know how to farm? I don't. Mm-mm. I barely know how to garden, okay? Like, I was not good at growing anything until the last year when I finally put my mind and effort into it. I was like, I am finally going to grow something because I know I'm going to homestead and I need to learn how to do this. So I finally got a little bit better at it, but I am definitely very new at the whole gardening and growing and all of that. But it's a lot of fun watching it. I grew up outside of Sacramento. Oh, Fair Oaks. I grew up in Fair Oaks too. Moved to Eastern Oregon to land I purchased. Moved here in 2007, built a small ranch. I'm a 72-year-old female, still keep going. Oh, that's awesome. Way to go, Carolyn. I love hearing that. It really does motivate me and help keep pushing me forward when I hear that there's other women out there doing it all on their own, especially when they're older than I am. Okay, I see you. Thank you. If anything, doing raised beds. Yeah, I put some raised beds things on my Amazon wish list because since it's taken like a month for shipping to get out here, I figured I might as well start putting things on there for springtime. But you know what would be really helpful if you guys go on the Amazon wish list. You don't have to buy anything. I don't need you to buy anything. I just need you to double check that I'm buying the right stuff or that I have the right stuff on there. Like there's different types of soils for different types of foods that I'm still learning, or there's just all of those little things. Am I getting the wrong raised beds? Am I getting the wrong soil? Am I getting the wrong seeds? Like, I don't know. I need your help. Where are you located? I am in Northern California, Lassen County. It is about 30 minutes south of Alturas. Happy birthday. Thank you, Keith. Places in northeastern Arizona. But my question about those areas in Arizona is it still humid? Because California, we don't really get humidity out here. Like I can tolerate the dry heat. Dry heat is fine. It's the humidity. I become miserable in the humidity. What's the price of you know what in Humboldt nowadays? I have no idea. um, Chris, the neighbor, was saying that he is selling about a pound for $600, which is ridiculously cheap. It sounds like you had this plan for a while. What made you finally decide to jump off grid? It was really the living situation. The house that we were living in for 12 years, it had mold in it for the last year and a half. And me and the landlord just were button heads. I'm like, hey, I need you to fix it. She's like, nah, I'm not gonna, you're just gonna deal with it. And so I just finally had enough. I was like, you know what? My mental health is more important to me. I need to get away from here. I cannot deal with her anymore. I just don't like nasty people, especially nasty people that think they know what's right and they don't. So the fact that I'm having to like Google and tell her what her job was and what the regulations were, and even had to go outside and get like code enforcement involved to keep her legal. Like it was just like, what is going on? 12 years I've lived here and I've been a fantastic tenant for 12 years. Why are you doing this to me all of a sudden? Edibles. I'm not a big fan of edibles. I just don't really like them. Susanville Prison, aka Susie's house. Yeah, I heard they had a prison out there, but I haven't seen it and I don't think it's active. Off the 395 between Alturas and Susanville. Yep, that's where I'm at. There's some sort of tax difference between ranchland and farmland. Yeah, someone told me, well, actually, I know who told me. The people that I bought the sheds from, they told me that if my land is agricultural land, then there's no permit needed or required to drop like buildings of any size. So I didn't know that. I wish I would have gotten some agricultural land because that would have helped with permits and fees. I have a dehumidifier for my bathroom because I'm just weird. Humboldt, it's 300 a pound? What? Wow. That's crazy. In Sacramento, I was paying $100 an ounce. Dang. You can ask me for gardening questions. I know a little bit about gardening. Well, that's good. I definitely know all the gardening tips I want that you can give me. Dabs, no. Absolutely not. Don't do it. Mm-mm. I'm a flower kind of girl. That's it. Just flower. Am I using a solar system with the generator? I have 100-watt solar panel for my backup, my battery bank, but I very rarely use it just because it takes so long for it to charge the battery bank. We usually have to charge the battery bank about 3 times a day with the generator. So first thing in the morning, it's usually at 0. So in order to do breakfast or, anything like that, we've gotta charge the battery bank. Then usually by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we need to charge the battery bank, and then I try to charge it again before bedtime, like around 8 o'clock in the afternoon, so that we have internet and lights and stuff for, late night. But using the generator, oh, speaking of which, the generator's on and I need to go turn it off. It only takes about an hour or less to use the generator to refill or repower. Okay, but hold on. Give me 1 second. I gotta go turn the generator off so I'm not wasting propane. I'll be right back. Okay, come on inside. Come on inside. Come on. Good boy, Papa. He's a good boy, Papa. Yes, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. You listen. I'm back. It's snowing outside. You want to go see? I'll take you with me. Come on. Let's go look. I'm on my laptop, not my cell phone, so bear with me. Okay, say hi to Papa Pia. Hi, Papa Pia. You say hi to Papa Pia. Because he's just a pretty Papa. Oh, he's so pretty. I love you too. I love you too. Yes, you're so cute. Okay, let's go look outside though. Okay. You see it? I don't know if you can see the snow. It's very light. No idea where Mia and Winnie are. And look, I can't believe this is held up. It has not fallen down yet. Isn't that crazy? Oh, it's chilly. Oh, okay. All right, there's the wind. Hi, Papa. You're my babies. Come on, let's go inside. It's cold. Come on. Good boy. Okay, we gotta go up. It's too cold. Oh. Okay. How was that little field trip? Oh my God, I love him. I know he is so sweet. I can't with him. He is just a snuggle bug. We are down to 59 degrees inside. Las Vegas, Nevada has 3 solar panels. We just got to figure out how to get them. Yeah, I would be kind of scared to ship them. They seem rather easy to break. Watching for the Philippines. Well, howdy. 2 atmospheric rivers. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of the news talking about this atmospheric river thing going on. Yeah, the chicken coop's holding up. It's crazy. I fully expected kind of everything to be all over the place because the winds have gotten definitely up to 40 miles per hour gusts. Yes, I'm using the straw as a insulation barrier. I have not had any issues with the rodents. Um, I watched a YouTube video that said, we never know if it's true or not, but they said that the straw bales are so compacted together that the rodents can't really get in there and don't really like to get in there. I don't know. I haven't seen any. Sounds like you need a solar sponsor. I need a lot of sponsors, right? I need someone to sponsor a pond. I need a pond. I need a garden. I need my car unstuck. I live off grid. Anything helps when you're getting started. I can donate to ship solar to her if anyone else can chip in. Oh, that's sweet. Is it safe though? I mean, obviously they ship solar all the time, but I would imagine you would have to like wrap it pretty nicely. But I'll chip in. I'll chip in for shipping. Merry Christmas to you guys too. We had a tornado in Santa Cruz. 64 Charlie. What's a 64 Charlie? Is that like a driving MOS? I was a 35 Foxtrot, which is computer repair, but everything's under warranty, so you can't touch computers. So I fixed night vision goggles. I think they changed it to 94 Fox now. Like right when I was getting out of the military, they were changing all the MOSs around. So I'm just going to stick with 35 Fox is what I was. But tell me what the 60, what was it? 64 Charlie. I don't know what a 64 Charlie was. Can you hunt for food in your land? I would imagine you could, but I have not seen anything edible. I've seen like 2 rabbits. That's it. So I don't really know. I'm not a hunter either. Like, I just want to buy my food from the store. I don't want to process it. I don't want to shoot it. I don't want to do any of that. I don't really like any of that. Yeah, they can, like, rodents can definitely squeeze in places, but I haven't seen any of them squeeze into the straw bales. If you tie 2x4s to your tire, you can get out. Tie them to the tire. Let's, well, you know what? Benny, you're a bad influence, Benny. I was just about to, but then I came on live and now I can't. Aw, have a great rest of your birthday. Gonna get the little guy to bed. Bye. Yeah. Oh my God, we've been on here for 48 minutes. Maybe I do have a lot to say. Yeah, Benny, you naughty. You naughty. John McDonald said he'll join. You guys are funny. Actually, I have no idea how any of this live streaming works. It's rather interesting on the back end. My mom and son are doing fine. They're just hanging out in their shed, trying to keep busy. Oops, I gotta go feed Papa Pia. Hold on. I'll be right back. He's trying to eat the plate. Oh. Mia, come on. Let's go. Hey, dear baby. Imagine the leg workout I get from coming up and down this ladder 5 million times a day. Oh, USMC, 20 years. My son can't get to work currently because both the cars are stuck. So I don't know if he's going to have a job or not after we get them unstuck. So we'll see. You know what's crazy though is for being such a small area, there's plenty of work out here. 32 pieces would cost around $4,000 for a pallet of solar panels. Man, solar is so expensive, but it's so handy. Yeah, he's probably gonna lose his job. It's just a fast food job. It's not anything like, important. It was just a job for income. So, we'll see. But, like I said, there's enough that he can get a job at the ranch down the street driving a tractor. I hear they pay 20 bucks an hour. They pay pretty good. How do you know, daddy? Been trying to get off grid for 3 years. Keep going. Do you think you could become a reseller, Marcia? A reseller, like thrifting reselling? Like, I already did all that. I quit doing that because I got annoyed of it. Okay, here's the thing about me. Every 3 years, I get bored. So I will do thrifting and reselling for 3 years, and then I'm like, I'm bored. I'll probably do like off grid for 3 years, and then am I going to be like, I'm bored? I don't know. I don't know. But excuse me, every 3 years, I just like I need a change. And I blame that on the military because the military makes you move every 3 years. So it's like you get into a habit of like you just get settled into a town, you meet people, you're figuring out where everything is, and then you got to move. And you got to start all over again. Have you done odds and ends jobs around the area for No, I have not. Plus, he will learn Spanish. What's funny is my mom speaks Spanish. But she refused to teach us. She never taught us anything about our Mexican heritage, our culture, or anything. Love the dogs. Do you speak Spanish? I do not. I took 2 years in high school, and that was rough. So I've got like very basic Spanish knowledge, but that's it. I am trying to help you get out of the mud. Oh, please help me get out of the mud. This mud is like a whole new level of mud. USAF vet. Hey, Air Force. I was a FedEx driver for almost 20 years. I've seen all the outskirts of NorCal. Now I hear FedEx has really good health benefits. Yeah, I am. What's funny is there's on YouTube, there's a video talking about like why nobody lives in Northern California, and it's the weather. Do you have the translator app? Mm-mm. Should I have the translator app? I just asked my mom to translate if there's something like when I went to go meet the neighbors and they only spoke Spanish. I just called my mom on the phone and was like, "Hey, translate for me." Oh, I saw that FedEx crashed in, Los Angeles. All those packages everywhere. Man. Yeah, you remember when I went to go to the neighbors and the guy spoke Spanish? Yeah. I remember that too. I will admit, I might have had a few, beers to give me that. motivation to go do that. Yeah, I definitely did. But how could you not? Seriously? You know that that place just got raided. How could you not go snoop? How could you not? I am hoping the mud freezes sometime soon. I mean, it is snowing again just now, so but the snow doesn't seem to stick because it's only let's see what the temperature is outside. 36 degrees outside. Yeah, 36 degrees. So it's not, I mean, unless it comes down heavy, it's not really sticking that bad, but I'm hoping, let's see, but we're not going to get that cold tonight either. 27 degrees overnight. So maybe it'll freeze enough and I can get out, crossing fingers. My zip code is 96119. You are fearless, Marcia, or just very naive, either one. Lassen County, the place that I live in, I guess is really well known for illegal cannabis growing activity. The land is cheap. There's nobody out here to bug you. So I guess this is where people come to grow illegally. I had no idea. So the county um, is really strict about it. I guess. So literally the day that I was bringing my stuff down, there was all the cops and the sheriffs and the fire department. I mean, there was like 20 or 30 people that showed up to raid that place. So of course I had to do a quick Google search, right? And the Google search tells you like on the news what it was. It was illegal immigrants that were growing illegal cannabis. So that's why they raided the place. There is a new gentleman that lives there now though. He speaks English. I have no idea if he's part of the cartel, not part of the I have no idea. I just know that I am friends with him, and I would like to keep it that way. I do not want any bad blood. I do not want any enemies. We're good. Truck driver. I was trying to say something like that. I knew it was something to do with, like, driving. I did almost think about moving to Placerville. Yeah, totally different places, but Placerville wanted $57,000 just for the permit to drop a tiny house. Who has that kind of cash? Lassen County wants $9,000 or less. Like, I can save up 9,000. I can't save up no $55,000. Like, what? Any gold mining? I have no idea. That'd be super cool hobby, though. Do you worry about ICE, Marcia? Should I worry about ICE? I'm legal. I was born here in actually Phoenix, Arizona. I was born in Phoenix, but lived most of my life in Sacramento. Should I be worried about ICE? You're making me worried about ICE. A 30-inch earth anchor from Home Depot and a come along. I've heard people talk about this come along. I have no idea what a come along is. I'm gonna have to look into that. But I was definitely looking up winches. Yeah, they raided for the cannabis in Cali. Only because they weren't doing it legally. They didn't have any of the permits. They didn't have any of the stuff that you were supposed to have. ICE is no worry. Modesto in the house. Please stay off. Then that is not yours. Would you be okay with someone else exploring your land? Oh, I'm not going back over there anytime soon. I'm not exploring anybody else's land. We're good on that. Like, but there's no way that you're gonna have like 20 people raid a place and then me not go over there and look. Like, come on. The curiosity. Plus, they had all those animals. And remember, I had already spoke to them prior to going and wandering on their land, okay? So I had already talked to them, already made friends with them. Then they got raided. Then I went snooping. Makes a little bit of a difference, like a little bit. Oh, it's a manual winch. A come along is okay. Oh, can I manually? I don't know that I got the strength for all of that. You want me to crank to get my car out? Yeah, you can't have animals starving. And besides, I was gonna totally take the animals if no one showed up. I was gonna be like, "Oh, goats come over to my property, chickens come over to my property." But I did ask when that guy showed up, I was like, "Hey, I'm just here to see if you guys need help taking care of the animals," and I was having my mom translate. So I just wanted him to know, like, "Hey, I'm here if you need help." Watching from Los Angeles, you poor thing. Los Angeles is getting beaten with the rain. Your shed is not considered a tiny home, and I'm trying to help you. My board idea works. I will have to definitely try the board idea. And why isn't my shed a tiny home? It could be a tiny home eventually, guys. One day. If it has a handle and uses leverage, watching from the hot desert. Oh, more hot deserts. Those crazy people living out here. Can you farm flower for personal use without permits? Yes, you can have up to 6 plants out here in California in this county with no permits, no nothing. If you had a medical license, I believe you can have more, but just the regular residential 6 plants. And I did try to grow last year in Sacramento. Like, I bought 3 plants, killed 2. One of them lasted, and I mean, I just did not get that much from it. From the amount of effort I put in to doing everything for that plant, it did not have that great of results. So, obviously, I suck at it, okay, and need to learn more. I would have kept a few free goats and horses. Oh, I want goats. I can't wait. It is definitely a tiny home. Thank you. Be nice to my tiny home. It's just a baby. She's just a baby. It's a brand new little tiny home. Yeah, everyone, thumbs up for Marsha. I have a townhouse and it's basically filled with too much shiz. Yes, I hear you. We moved out of a 4-bedroom house. So trying to downsize 4 bedrooms of stuff into a U-Haul, it was crazy. Crazy. Growing your own high quality is easy. Well, it might be easy for you, but it is not easy for someone without a green thumb. I don't think I used the right fertilizer. I don't think I trimmed it correctly. I don't think I did a lot of things, but maybe I'll try again in spring. Now that Chris lives down the street and I can always bug him because he said he has trees, not just plants. He's got trees, okay? Thank you. It is a tiny home. It's tiny and it's your home. Mm, get him. Get him. Tiny mansion. My BO location in Alturas. So in Alturas, you can do 120 square foot building. Out here, I can do 150 square feet as long as I do not connect power or water or anything to it. 2 pounds? 4 plants? Bro, I got like nowhere near close to that. Sometimes composting is legal and it's better. Hello, my name is Dr. Green Thumb. I am so happy to have a neighbor, Chris and Brooke. They are They're just so much like me. It was so random to, like, move into a new place, and then the first people that show up on your property is, like, little mini me's where you just, like, instantly click and get along. I loved it. Miracle-Gro, that's all you use. Interesting. Oh, I am watching from Bakersfield. Haha, great videos. Aw, thanks for the $2. That was sweet. Bakersfield. I wonder how Bakersfield's doing. You don't really hear much about Bakersfield. A 16 by 40 tiny house? That is huge. I don't want one that big. Australia? Man, we're international people. But yeah, I really don't want that big of a tiny house. But someone in the comments did talk about the barn-a-minimum. It's a condo and a barn, 2 words together, barn-a-minimum, whatever that word is. And then I was looking at some of the plans online. Those are cute. I like those. In China, they revamped desert by bringing in a ton of rabbits called Rex hares. Problem is how to keep them safe from coyotes. Hmm. You gotta feed the weed. Compost tea. No chem fertilizer. That sounds complicated. I'd just rather buy it. So much easier. So not to be nosy, you pay $1,000 a month for land and the rest goes on supplies. So let's break down finances. I pay $1,000 a month for the land. That was my suggestion because I wanted to pay it off sooner. They are not requiring $1,000. I could easily change it to 500 if I wanted to. But at $1,000, I should have it paid off in 15 months. So just over a year is what it's going to take me to pay off. So that leaves me with $1,000 after I pay the land. The shed is 300. So we're down to $700. And then we have car insurance, which is 60. We have internet, which is 120. We have YouTube Premium, which is like $14 that I pay for. I think it's like $13.99 or $7.99 for Netflix. That's my mom's thing. She loves Netflix. So I think once we add up like kind of all the common bills of things, it leaves me with about $500 left over to spend on food, gas, and supplies. That's not that much at all, which is why the YouTube money has been crucial. Absolutely crucial. Supposed to be getting more rain here. Merry Christmas, Rose. Easy to grow. Sand, mushroom compost, rabbit manure. Yeah, I love some YouTube Premium. Like, I didn't used to have it, and I would just skip the ads and skip the ads, and, it didn't really bother me or anything, but, once I upgraded to YouTube Premium, I'm never going back, but I watch YouTube a lot. Like, some people binge watch Netflix, I binge watch YouTube. Was the 12,000 just a down payment? Okay, so let me explain the 12,000. When we first moved here, we were gonna get the land that is directly across the street, like kitty corner diagonal. That land was $12,000 cash. So my mom pulled out a loan for $12,000 because we were gonna pay cash for that land. But the day that we moved here, um, they weren't able to do the paperwork transaction because there was a problem with the title. So, and my mom did not like the fact that she could not drive onto the property immediately. So I showed her my client's property that is catty corner diagonal from it and said, look, we can drive directly on it. We don't have to put any money down if we don't want to and just pay $1,000 a month or whatever we want to pay a month. And so we took that 12,000 and kept it, moved over to this property. This property ended up costing me 18,000 technically, is what I'm going to pay off, 18,000. So that 12,000 ended up going towards, I think we had to put like $1,500 down for each shed. So $3,000 right off the bat just to get 2 sheds. Then we had to spend like $1,000 on tools and insulation and those kind of things. So there that went. And then we had to spend money to get the propane tanks because Brian, the brand new propane tanks is like $60 instead of $20. So you got to spend a couple hundred on that. And like that 12,000 went quick. Oh, Merry Christmas. Thank you, Kelly, for the 9.99. Oh, but, yeah, so we went through that 12,000 within the first month of just kind of getting things set up. The hay or the straw, that was $800 to have delivered. It was just like one thing after another. So I'm really glad we didn't take that 12,000 and buy that property. I mean, we would have had more monthly to do things, but at the same time, we wouldn't have had any ability to get a shed right away because we wouldn't have had money to put down, or we wouldn't have had any money to buy tools or insulation or anything along those lines. It would have had to have been like month after month after month. So I'm really glad that we switched over to this property. I'm an open book, so you guys can ask. I figure if I'm honest and open about the reality of the situation and you guys are looking to do it, you'll know what to expect. How many times do we watch these YouTube videos of people that have everything already figured out? They've got all the money in the world and they just make it look super easy, right? Like, no, that is not how it works here. That is not. We all have to start from scratch. We all start with mud and we make do. Oh, you inspire me. Thanks. Thanks, Kelly. I've never had any plants grow better than when I just throw the seeds in the dirt and water them. That's pretty much my style of gardening. I'm like, let's see if this works." Get 10 more no trespassing signs. Yeah, I definitely need more of those. Love your channel. Thank you. Are you happy with your choice of living quarters, or would you do metal containers or a bell or wall tent type living? You know what? Now that I've been out here for a while, I'm really glad we went with the sheds. I really considered doing a yurt at first, but it would have had to been on the ground because I don't have any ability to build a deck or to buy a deck or anything like that. So I think doing the sheds because of the rain and the mud and the area that we're in was probably the best idea for us. An RV would have been too small for 3 people, a dog, 2 cats, like, it just would have been insane. We already get on each other's nerves enough. We don't need to be, like, in a small area together. So at least the sheds give us some privacy and space, a lot more space than an RV would give you. The porta potty is $100 a month. I binge watch you. You go. Yeah. How much did you say a metal container is? I've been looking online, and a used one can run about $2,000, but then you gotta figure out you gotta have it transported over here, so that's probably gonna be another $800. So, anywhere between, like, $3 to $4,000 is what I'm guessing a metal container will cost me, like a 20-foot, container, and I've heard that they're very hard to keep warm and insulate. So, I'm glad that I didn't go that route. I would like to go that route to build, like, maybe that's where the shower is, or maybe that's where the shower and kitchen and storage or something like that. But to live in, I don't think I'll do a container to live in. You're very inspirational. I don't mean to be. I don't know why you guys find me inspiring. I really don't. I'm just over here being my crazy self. 52-foot shipping container was 3,900. That's not bad. That's really good. Eat more, keep the porta potty from falling over. Yeah, I'm surprised that that porta potty hasn't flown over yet. That was from 2020. Yeah. Do you have a shower system? So I bought a shower system, but they didn't send me all the parts for it, so I've gotta buy the clip that goes it's like an SAE connector that connects to the water pump that goes to a 12-volt, outlet. So I've gotta buy that so my water pump will work, so I can connect the propane so I can have shower. But I was just in that old kitchen tent where I have the shower set up, and it is flooded. So we're gonna have to come up with a new idea. Do you have a favorite Christmas movie? I absolutely love A Christmas Story. I love that movie. I think it's the funniest thing ever. Yeah, the containers do seem like a little narrow. I'm not even like a claustrophobic type of person, but I think it would just make it a little too much for me. A little too much like a prison cell, where you can like touch both walls. Like I need a little more space than that. Adam the Woo made us all seek for something. I don't know who Adam the Woo is, but I did hear he passed away. Um, and that's sad. That's very sad. I'm gonna have to look up his videos because everybody seems to be um, you know, know who Adam the Woo is. So very interested to learn more about him. Yes, my generator is my main power source. Well, I use that to charge the battery bank. Everything's plugged into the battery bank, but yeah. I was wondering how you would feel if someone set up a GoFundMe for a container. Um, I mean, if you guys want to, it's not necessary. I'll get one eventually. Like, eventually, YouTube money will give me enough to buy a container. I guess I just feel like we're all struggling financially. And the last thing I want is to take money out of your pocket, whether you're struggling or not. Like, I can just make the money off of YouTube and all the large corporate businesses, and I'll eventually get the container. Do you have a fence? No, I do not have a fence, and it is beyond frustrating. Like, for instance, right now, Mia and Winnie are just out running around, no clue where they're at. I applied for the USDA government grant for high tunnel intensive. Yeah, I've thought about hold on, my water. I thought about applying for the USDA. I haven't. Rank in the Army, I was an E4 when I got out. I did get a Article 15, field grade, not company grade. So I got E4, then I got kicked back down to E2, and then got promoted back up to E4 by the time I got out. You could cut windows in containers. Yeah, I mean, talented people can cut windows. Can I? I don't know. I have a hard time just making a straight line with scissors. And you want me to cut a hole in a container? Like, you're asking a lot. Southwest Montana. Aw. So what's coming next? I have no idea. You tell me what's coming next. I have no idea. I'm just out here winging it. I'm like, well, we're warm enough, so I think we're good for insulation for the time being. I'm not so worried about staying warm inside the sheds anymore. We seem to be doing okay in that aspect. It's really just the mud and the outside living situation. Like, I would love to have a shower that I could actually shower in. I would love to have a kitchen sink. That is actually what I was thinking about buying with the $700 that I have left from the YouTube, because doing dishes is a pain in my booty. It's a pain. I don't like doing it. But if I had a sink, I could do dishes. Have you considered selling merch? I have, but I'm not really a good graphic designer. Chris is, though. Chris could design a shirt, and then maybe we could sell some. What would be my priority need right now? Probably, oh, is it sand or a fence? I think it's got to be sand so that we don't get stuck again. some sort of driveway sand, something. No, the cars are still stuck. What are your plans for getting the car and truck out? Very simple. The Madeline Fire Department is going to come help me. That's my plan. He said that he has like a plywood and then some jacks so he can jack the car up and, you know, pull me out and all of that grand stuff. So it's really just a waiting game until we can get people down the road without getting stuck to come pull me out. But I mean, the Madeline Fire Department is wonderful. I mean, he's texting me saying, "Hey, I'm going to town. Do you need anything? Do you want me to grab you anything? Do I need to drop anything off?" It's just been such a wonderful, tight knit community. I'm breaking out the flannels to match. Don't do a merch thing right now. No, why not, Benny? I just don't feel like it's the proper timing either, you know? Like, I'm still kind of in survival mode. Maybe once I'm in like a thriving and a little bit better situated, you know, merch might be a better idea. I just don't feel like it's a good time, but I want to hear why you would say not to do it either. They say not to do gravel because of the mud. So I'm going to go with sand. Yuba County. Do you have a Facebook Marketplace over there? Not really. Facebook Marketplace does not really exist over here. There's very, very little. I think there's like a Modoc County Classifieds website that most people go to or something like that. Um, but every time I look on Facebook Marketplace, it's always like Klamath Falls or like 120 miles away. There's nothing nearby. You may stop by next month. Hey, Oakland. Be careful of the weather. Make sure you're stopping by when it's not like snow season or a snowy day. Have you researched the sand needed for a driveway? How much would it cost? Yeah, no, I haven't at all. I mean, there's a free sand pit down the road about 10 miles away. It would just consist of, you know, like me shoveling sand into the back of my mom's truck and then delivering it myself. So I've considered that as soon as I figure out where the sand pit is. But when I tried to get gravel, it was about $900 for the gravel to come out here. So I have no idea. I should probably research, huh? But it's like, why research when you don't have the money to pay for it? You know, like I'm just getting my hopes up. Comfort is coming soon. I agree. Because the merch companies are so expensive, you would have to overcharge to make anything. Yeah, I mean, you know what's funny about that? So the merch thing. Um, it's so bothersome to me when I see like someone selling a shirt for $45. It's like a t-shirt with like printed whatever on it as merch. Like $45 for a t-shirt? Are you kidding me? I'm not buying that. So like why would I want to sell you guys a $45 t-shirt when it annoys me that it's so expensive for a t-shirt? Like what? Why do people do that? $45 for a t-shirt. Mm-mm. Yeah, a lot of YouTubers sell merch. But it's just I don't know. I don't feel like it's my time yet. So how many dogs do you have now? They just showed up randomly. So we got speaking of which, I gotta go see if my dogs are outside. We got Mama Mia, who is a border collie. We have Papa Pia, who is a Great Pyrenees, and then we have Winnie, who is a German Shepherd. But give me a moment. Let me see if the dogs are outside. Mia, Woody, Mia. No, no. The Papa P is here. No. No dogs. Just Papa Pia downstairs. I don't know how Winnie is tolerating this weather. No, my mom does not have a power station, which is definitely something I want to get her. Right now, I'm just running a power cord from her shed to my shed to give her power. So definitely a power bank for her is on the list. Sell the merch to feed the dogs. I mean, maybe. Wait, it's really peaceful. I hated seeing fake family and friends. Oh, I missed something. We got some drama going on. What's happening, Benny? I get that. It's more about supporting the person. I just, man, $45 for a shirt. Like, that hurts my heart. Y'all, right now would be really stressful for her to sell merch considering she is still trying to get in a comfortable place with everything. That's true. Like, I just don't feel like I'm in a place to even be messing around with trying to figure out, the whole merch and building a website and like, can I? Yeah, I build websites for a living. That's not a problem. Have I sold merch for other people? Yeah. I know how it all works. I just, not my priority right now. As long as the YouTube ads and sponsorships are holding up, I would much rather just kind of survive off of that money than, trying to do merch, at least for now. A lurcher? Winnie looks like a lurcher. What's a lurcher? Shepherd Greyhound? Is that what they're called? I totally thought she was a Shepherd Greyhound. I can't believe you just said that. I know she's mixed with something. I just don't know what, but I'm thinking Greyhound. Oh, Benny and I were talking about how we ditched Facebook years ago. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really do much on Facebook. All my military friends are on Facebook, so that's really the only reason I still have it. No pocket on my t-shirt, no sell. You like pockets. I like pockets in my pants or my skirts or my sweaters. I cannot stand something without a pocket. Is YouTube your full-time source of income? No, it's not. The only income I have is my VA disability. So I'm at 80% disability. I think it's 70% for PTSD and 10% for back pain or something like that. I have no idea. But it's 80% altogether, which comes out to be $2,000 a month. That's my only source of income. And then YouTube on top of that. Can you throw all the sage bushes on your driveway? I have put sagebrush down and cardboard, and the mud just ate it. I put wood down. The mud, I'm not kidding you. The mud is thick. Like you just step in it and it's bloop, you just go right down. It's like quicksand. It's ridiculous. So when Chris was talking about the mud would just eat the gravel, no joke, it ate my cardboard, it ate the wood, it ate everything that I've tried to put down. It just, mm-mm. Larger dogs are excellent dogs. I know the dog breeds. She is definitely Shepherd Greyhound. Oh, a Shepherd Greyhound. Amazon sells temporary monitors with 3 things so you can watch your mom's shed temperature anytime. Do I need to watch my mom's shed temperature? I never thought about watching her shed temperature. So far, all the driveways, like, up and down, the main street that we have, it's all dirt. I don't see gravel driveways. I don't see, like, that much of any effort put forth into the driveway. It's just like a typical dirt driveway. But I am curious, as soon as I get my car unstuck, I wanna drive up and down the road and kinda check out the other properties to see who's flooded, where, like, what's going on? What's going on? What's your favorite off-grid food so far? Mm, mm, right now, I just can't get enough of Topper Ramen, the noodles. I just can't. I just eat those all the time. They're so good. And back in Sacramento, I hardly ever ate them. They're so bad for you. So bad for you. But I think because they're nice and warm and so easy to make, I've just been going hog wild on cup of noodles. Mix some concrete in the mud. Hmm. I spread my funds around for retirement. Do you have any check? Do you have any check it? I love ramen too. It's so dangerous. And then you can put like eggs in the ramen or you can like add things to it to make it just a little mwah. After your cars, what is your next goal? I really don't. I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know. I'm guessing some sort of sand to fix the mud and then a fence for the dogs. I don't know. Ramen, salt, and water, at least get pasta instead. I'm not a big pasta person anymore. I used to love Italian food, but now I'm not so much anymore. A little bit of chicken along with some mixed vegetables. Mm. Silver is over $72 an ounce. That would be cool. Favorite moments since I've moved out here? I gotta say, Mia showing up and bringing Papa Pia, that was a good moment. That was just, like, at the exact moment that I just had to get rid of Juniper. I was sad, I was depressed, and then Mia shows up with Papa Pia, and I was like, "Thank you. I needed that." That was a great moment. Or, like, Mia did it when my chickens passed away, and then she showed up with Juniper, and I was like, "Why does Mia keep doing this?" Mia is a character. Yeah, I mean, how lucky am I, though, to get a free border collie and a free Great Pyrenees? Okay. Yeah, I've been eating a lot of eggs lately. Eggs and bacon is pretty much my breakfast every single morning. Well, it's not my mom's cats. My mom actually hates the cats. It's my son's cats, and, they're doing good. I mean, they're used to kind of being stuck in his room back in Sacramento or stuck in the little shed thing, so it's no big thing to them whatsoever. Every once in a while, they try and escape out of the shed, but they don't really go far or do anything. I think I missed the reasoning before. Um, so what I was saying is I can drop a shed that is 150 square feet or smaller without a permit, and as long as I don't connect water or power to the shed, I don't ever need to get a permit for it, but it's once I start connecting power and stuff like that, then I need to get a permit. But they won't even let me connect power to the shed until I have a single family residence put down first. So I gotta get that permit before I can even get electricity. I did put peppermint oil on a Q-tip and stuck it in the generator, so to try and keep the mouse out. And as a matter of fact, you know those green tubs that they have at, like, Safeway or the grocery stores? The big, huge green tubs that they just, like, stick all your groceries in and deliver or whatever? Um, I have one of those in the old kitchen tent, and it was left open. So when I went in there just a second ago, there is a mouse stuck in there. Can't get out. I just closed the lid. Yeah, there are a lot of crazy permits, and California is not the easiest place to go homesteading, right, and do all that stuff. But I do think I got lucky with this county. I think this county, there's a few counties in California that are very tiny home friendly. You got to find the right county in California. I know the mouse is still so cute while it's stuck in the little green bucket. I don't have the heart to kill it. I just can't do it. So I'm just gonna let it starve. It's probably worse for it. Oh, now I feel bad. I'm gonna go feed it. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Are you required to have a septic? I am required to have a septic if I have a real house, I believe. Like if I put down a real tiny house, and get the permit for that, I think that's where the septic needs to come in. They did say with 300 days a year of camping, you can use like a porta potty to stay legal. But that's really all that I know. I need to figure out a lot more about the permit when it comes to a tiny house. The dog should eat the mouse? No. No, no dog eating mouse. It needs to be taken 2 miles away. I know, but I don't have a car, so I can't take it 2 miles away, so it's just gonna have to sit in this little bucket thing. You can get a power pole before permitting to build. Maybe I can. I haven't really looked into it because me connecting to the power grid isn't my concern or priority. It's a concern and priority for my mom. If you ask me, we're doing just fine with a generator and a battery bank. You feed all rodents to your chickens or dogs? Like, if I would give it to a chicken, if I still had my chickens, I would give the mouse to the chicken. But I guess I'm just worried about, like, the dogs getting a disease or something. I don't know. I don't wanna see the dogs eating that. Let it swim, the mouse. You guys are brutal. There's football on Netflix? What in the world? What did you not like about the Tehama? I don't even know how to say it, Tehama County? There's nothing I didn't like about it. It was just I didn't find, um, property that I liked in that area by the time I needed it. But I definitely was looking out in that area. My oldest hen is 8 years old. That's old. Yeah, poor Gene Hackman. Bye, Benny. Yeah, the chickens passed away. So here's the story about the chickens. Um, Kind of like the story with my cars getting stuck. I don't really like giving the details when it's someone else's fault because I don't want to throw anybody under the bus or, anything like that. But so I had the one chicken pass away in the middle of the night. And then the next day, I took my other chicken that was left and put her out in her little straw bale, you know, area. And I had to run to the store. I told my son to watch the chicken. And when I came back from the store, the chicken was gone. He forgot to watch her. So my fault. I should have put her away before I left. But I have no idea what happened to that one. I don't know if a hawk got her. I don't know if she just jumped out of the hay area and went for I have no idea what happened to her. I went looking everywhere for her. Those were my little babies, though. I loved those chickens. I literally taught them in the Sacramento house to walk in from the backyard into the house and straight into their cage. It was so cute. That's okay. We'll get more chickens. And this time, we will have a safe environment for them where nobody has to watch them. They can watch themselves and be safe. And we have a Papa Pia, and a Papa Pia will definitely keep them safe. Mm. Hi, Sabine's Garden. Am I saying your name right? Sabine's? Oh, you know what? I had no idea how much I was gonna love chickens. I was not ready for this little chicken love romance relationship that we had. Like, they are such big characters, attitudes, personalities. I had no idea. They are amazing pets. Oh, I was just saying, Sabine, how much more personality and character they have. I really like I you guys need to get chickens. Everybody needs a chicken. Mhm. Yeah, chickens are the best. I didn't have a rooster because I lived in town and we weren't allowed to have a rooster, but out here I wanna get a rooster for sure. And I've heard that they're mean. Mhm. Chicken math. You know what I learned about chicken math? So I bought 2 chickens to start with because I was, like, new and I didn't know how chickens work, right? But then when one of them gets sick, you gotta quarantine them so the other chicken has no friends, and chickens like friends. So you can't just buy 2 chickens, you have to buy at least 4 chickens. This is the proper chicken math. 4 chickens at a minimum to start. I learned my lesson. Oh, quails would be cool. Yeah, I've heard about that, Sabine, where you pick up your rooster and carry it around in front of the chickens to be like, "Mm-mm, I am the top rooster, not you." 1 rooster for every 8 to 10 chickens. That's good, I didn't know that. They get embarrassed. That is so cute. Guinea hens, and they eat them. Ew. Thanks, Bread Board Pro? Bread Pro? I can't even say the name. Merry Christmas. Purchased a fence and poles. Just checked. They have not been delivered yet. Not sure why. Yeah, it just takes forever for anything to get shipped out here, apparently. It's literally taking at least a month for things to get sent over here, which is crazy. There's no such thing as Amazon Prime out here, so why am I paying for Amazon Prime? I don't know, because there's no 2-day shipping. Okay, well, it's been an hour and 45 minutes, y'all. I think it's time to go. I gotta go find my dogs. I gotta go tinkle. I gotta do things. I'm a busy person, you know? I got things to do over here. I don't have anything to do. Okay, I'm gonna take off. I love you guys. I really do. I love your support. I love your kindness. I love this community. Thank you. You guys are the best. Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful, happy holiday season. Toodles.